What's up, everybody? Joel Norden, and today I am going to take a look at Inkcarceration's festival lineup. This just dropped yesterday, and I already grabbed my tickets. Me, Chuck, and some of my other people in my little friend group, we're gonna do any festivals, but then this thing dropped, and I gotta say I'm impressed. So I'm going to break down this lineup from what I've seen and just kind of chat to you guys about what I've seen and what I'm excited to see from this lineup. Limp Bizkit, I've never seen them. I've seen videos of them online, and looks like the crowd has lots of energy, even with their. I think they played at Coachella a year or two ago, and looks like they tore that up. So I'm really excited about them. Volbeat, I've seen them about two or three times. They're okay. Don't really have a problem with them per se, but they're not my favorite band. I've seen Highly Suspect twice. Both times were pretty good. I'd say they're worth a see. Cold Chamber, I've never seen them. Kind of excited to add them just to the list. Hatebreed, I've not seen them either. That's another one I'm pretty excited about. Just because the mayhem at a Hatebreed show has got to be nuts. POD, I've seen them twice in the past 13 years probably, and they were good both times. Phenomenal. So I'm excited about that. Slaughter to Prevail. I was shocked to see these guys on the lineup just because they are heavy. I know a few songs by them, maybe one, maybe two, but I've heard and some people have shown me some live videos, and it looks gnarly. So I'm going there just for the crowd hype. That's going to be insane. Not that it's always like the heavier, the more exciting the crowd is, but sometimes it is, and it looks like that will definitely be a fun one. We came as Romans. I've not seen them since Kyle passed away, so I'm a little torn about seeing them after, but I'll probably still be willing to catch them. And they always have some good tunes, and they always had a really good live show as well. So definitely worth it there. Fit for a King, as I'm actually wearing a Fit for King hoodie right now. I would definitely suggest people to check these guys out, even if you're not into metalcore. They have some really good cleans in their music, but I think going to metalcore shows is what got me into metalcore shows. I used to be more of I was raised on like classic rock and a little bit of thrash metal, and never really got into the screaming thing until I started seeing it live, and just the crowd, the reaction from it is just awesome to see. And Fit for a King is brutal. I actually saw them 2020, their last show on tour before they canceled it due to COVID, in Juliet, Illinois. And it was fantastic. They went all out. Crystal Lake was stage diving off of the stage while they were playing. It was an epic show. So, in my opinion, once in a lifetime. So, really excited to see them. And Chelsea Grin, they also opened up that same show I was just talking about with Fit for King, and they were pretty solid. I've seen them twice now, once at Warped Tour, and they were good there as well. And that's actually what kind of got me into them. But they're not my favorite brand. Actually, I used to despise Chelsea Grin, but they've warmed up on me in the past like 2 or 3 albums. So, and the live show definitely helped. Kublai Khan, I've heard a lot about them. I want to say I've seen them as well, but I can't remember, to be totally honest with you. It's been a little bit. I know I've listened to their music and I don't mind it, but I swear that I've seen it live. The TX at the end though was throwing me for a loop, so I'm not 100% sure there. Vended, that is the group of kids of Slipknot, basically. I don't mind their music. Not my favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but it was pretty solid from what I heard, especially for some kids. But I only heard like a song or two, so I really don't know. Mothica, I've seen them live. I'm pretty sure at Riot Fest last year, and they were really good as an opener. And some of these other ones, Killer's Confession, Thousand Below. Never really heard of any of these. Fox Lake, Violent New Breed, Dark Signal. I have heard of Lone Wolf, and I have one song by them in a playlist, so I would not mind seeing them. Sid Stratton, Southbound, Beretta, Bittersweet Revenge. Not heard of any of those, but that's the exciting part about festivals. You get to check out some stuff that you've never really heard of yourself. Pantera. Yes, it's missing two of the original members and vital ones at that. But I think it would be nice to hear. I think it's a cool tribute. I know everybody says it's a money grab, but I like to think of it as, yeah, maybe it is like kind of like, Sublime with Rome, but even if for an example, but maybe a little bit better considering it's the original singer. And I love Pantera back when I was a kid. I'm down to see it. I'd be happy to hear the tunes live, even if it's not the original band members going into that. Understand that, just have a little kind of a jam sesh with the crowd and have some fun. So see what that's about. Lamb of God, seen them like 3 times. They're always good live. I don't know if I'll see them again just because I've seen them so many times, or if I'll try to see someone different, depending on how the stage lineup comes out here. In this moment, I've seen them twice. Not bad. I love their studio stuff, and it just, the last couple albums they put out, I just never wasn't really interested in. But they always put on a good live show. I had really no complaints there. Motionless in White, highly suggest people see Motionless in White. They tear shit up. I've seen them 3 times. First time I saw them was from a distance. I was like on a stadium level and watching out on a side stage at Rock on the Range, and it was nuts. The crowd was going insane. I saw them again. Actually, I might have seen them 3 times now. Regardless, yeah, they are phenomenal, and they have some great music out. Whether you're into heavy stuff or a little bit more of that radio rock feel, they can hit both those areas for you. So that'd be cool to see them again. I'm especially excited for 5. I want to see. Hopefully, they play 570 and Slaughterhouse live. Those are the 2 songs that I've been wanting to see them play live. I'm pretty stoked about. Under Oath, they're a classic post-hardcore band, maybe emo. I've never really listened to a whole lot of them. I know maybe 2 songs by them, maybe 3. But a lot of my friends talk about them, so I definitely would love to see them live. The Ghost Inside is one that's on my top of my list. I want to see them. I love almost everything they've put out. If you're into metalcore, definitely want to check them out. Suicide Silence, seeing them live. They were pretty solid. When I saw them live last, they had just put out that album that was kind of like a Korn album. It was a little odd, but it wasn't bad live. They played 2 or 3 songs off of it live, and they ended on a very odd song. I remember that. And then they smashed all their instruments. And it was kind of a badass metal move. I liked it. Plus, they did a Wall of Death to You Only Live Once. And that was gnarly, to say the least. So, that's exciting. This lineup is really heavy, and I'm digging it. Really happy the route they took with this. It's just not the same radio rock bands over and over. And even when they did put the radio rock in here, they give it a nice mix. That's awesome. Memphis Mayfire. Seen them like 2 times. Phenomenal both times. Love them. Absolutely going to try to see them again. Mushroomhead. They're a band that I never used to like, but in the last couple of years, I've gotten into a few songs, and I would absolutely be willing to see them live, just to add them to my list of concerts that I've been to. Sons of Disaster, not seen them. I don't really know of them either. Fire from the Gods, seen them live twice. They killed it both times. Their American Sun album, I can't remember if that's the actual title for it, but it was with that whatever album that song was on. That album was phenomenal. I loved it. So definitely excited to see them again. The Violent, don't know them. Varials, I know a song or 2 by them, so I'm definitely willing to see them. Woe is me. Where the hell did this come from? Woe is me broke up like, was it well over 10 years ago, I'd say. I don't really know the reasoning behind it. If I remember right, members went and started issues, and other members started, oh my gosh, what is it called? I want to say cursed sales? I could be wrong on that. Let me check here real quick. Cursed sales. Yeah, cursed sales. At least that's what I remember. The other part of them started. So, who else we got here? So I'm excited to see What Was Me. That'd be cool to see them back together and check them out. Never seen them, Issues, or any of their other side bands. So that would be pretty fun. Cool to see them like a reunion show at one of these festivals. I was hoping some of the festivals, these local festivals in Ohio, would start doing that. I feel like Rock on the Range never really did that a whole lot when we went, and I used to go religiously to that. Even after changed to Sonic Temple, I think I only missed 1 or 2 shows in the last since 2013. Like Moths to Flame, another one on my list to see. Know a few songs by them, but yeah, I'm definitely excited to see them. And then the rest of these bands down here: Uncured, Heartsick, Asava, Set for Tomorrow, Fight from Within, Half Heard Voices, Harmless Habit, and Ghost Static. I've never heard of. But I will be doing some scouting on them to see what's up. Sunday, Slipknot headlining. If you've never seen a Slipknot show, you got to do it. You got to check it out. They are really good live. Even if you dislike them, their live show is phenomenal. Megadeth, they used to be my favorite band growing up. I still enjoy them. I've seen them live probably 5 or 6 times. I don't know if I'll see them again. Just for the amount of times I've seen them. Probably try something different out depending on how the lineup looks. Once again, the daily. I've been getting this kind of funk lately where I want to try different bands that I've not already seen. So instead of just going to the old reliables, try something different. Bush, I missed them when they were at Rock on the Range, so I should probably try catching them. Flyleaf with Lacey Sturm. I love Flyleaf, so definitely going to try to catch them. I've seen Lacey, her solo stuff, maybe 6-7 years ago, and that was pretty good. It was just a lot of fun to sing along. Asking Alexandria, I don't know how they're even this high up in the lineup. Almost everybody knows that their live show is not great, and I'm not trying to take shots at them. Their studio stuff's great, but their live show is just rough. I've seen them, friends have seen them. Everyone that I've talked to has said their live show is not good, and I agree with it. So honestly, it's like one of those where I enjoy their studio, but the live show is pretty rough, so I stay away from it just because I don't want it to ruin my enjoyment of their actual stuff. Because the live shows can do that for you. They can either put a band that you're not a fan of, like, way up in your rankings, and you're like, okay, I got to check these guys out now. There's no denying how awesome they are. And just completely flip the script on what you're thinking. Or you can go into loving a band and come out hating them because their live show was trash. It wasn't good. Let's just say that. Wage War. Seen them. They tear shit up. Really good. Gwar. I'm not going to lie to you. I avoided seeing Gwar for about 13 years. I'm like, I will not see Gwar. I tried listening to music. Hated it. Saw like their outfits and I thought it was ridiculous. Last year I got roped into it to see them at Riot Fest. And it was hilarious. The amount of fake blood that was getting sprayed everywhere, and just the humor is more like watching a theater act than it is going there to jam music. I don't know how else to put it. a wild one at that. Crown the Empire, seen them several times. They're always pretty solid. Actually, the last time they were at Inkcarceration, I saw them. So definitely excited to see them again. 10 years, they're on my list. Want to see them. They have some good tunes, especially if you're in a little more of that radio rock style. Fame on Fire. They tore shit up last time they were at Inkcarceration Fest. Saw them, and I was like 3 or 4 people from the front, and it was gnarly. So definitely worth seeing them. And they have a dope Linkin Park cover that they did last time, and that was awesome. Dayseeker, definitely want to see them. They're on my list. Love their music. Really excited to see them on here. And Gideon as well. They're, I don't know why, they kind of remind me of the hate breed of metalcore. But really excited to see those guys. I have a few songs from both of them on there, on my playlist, that is. Eva Under Fire, Slay Squad, Last of Our King, Clifford, a Nerve. Never heard of any of those, so give me some new bands to scout out. Scarlett O'Hara. Wow. I have not heard that name in a minute. They had that tune, Where in the World is Earthworm Jim? And Welcome Back to the Brodeo, I think it was called. That's exciting. I honestly forgot about them. I found them way back. So excited to see them live as well. More Than Never, Traverse the Abyss, Frail, and God of Nothing, Dark Horse Saloon. Never heard anything by any of those bands. All in all, this looks like a fun time. Me and Chuck are both going, for those of you guys who watch Two Boys. So if you somehow end up going to Mansfield, Ohio, to Inkcarceration Fest, look out for the boys. Come say hello. See what's up. I think this is a solid lineup. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I think the only complaint probably will be that it's too heavy. There's probably some people that are like, this is way too heavy. But I think this is a really diverse lineup for a rock festival. They've got a lot of heavy stuff. They've got some stuff in between. They got new metal, rock. They got all kinds of stuff mixed in here. And so I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be the best of both worlds here. And it's just, festival season is always fun. So we'll see what happens. Guys, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Come join the community. Have some fun with us. And until next time, guys, a peace out.